Yo, what's up everyone? Today is Monday and it is a wonderful day to go meatless. Meatless Monday is a global movement that essentially revolves around the idea of taking meat out of your diet for one day. And it's Meatless Monday because research has shown that Monday is the perfect day to make small positive changes in your lifestyle. That and Meatless Saturday just doesn't sound as cool. So today I'm going to show you one of my go-to meatless meals. Now this is not one of the most exciting meals in the world, but it's something that's really quick to make, super nutritious, and really cost effective as well. And this meal is made up of what I call the Holy Trinity. And by Holy Trinity I don't mean anything religious or something, I just mean three great things that come together to make an awesome meal. And those three things are beans, rice, and avocado. Now let's go see just how fast it is to make a meal out of these three things. Boom! The Holy Trinity simple meal. So this is only three things, obviously, and now this is where you kind of have the freedom to add in your own sort of flair to it. And my personal thing that I like to add to it is hot sauce. So adding a little hot sauce on top, or, you know, it can be anything else you like. You can experiment, find out what works for you. This kind of breaks up the sort of plainness that you can see from just eating these three things. And you know, once you've added your stuff to it, you just mix it up, and eventually you have a meal that you can take with you, eat at home, eat cold or hot, your choice. So what do we get when we mix these three things together into a meal? How much does it cost, and what are we actually getting out of it? If we take the cost of these things, so we've got rice, beans, and avocado. The most expensive thing here is clearly the Tupperware. Just kidding. You don't have to use Tupperware. But out of those three ingredients, the avocado is probably the most expensive thing there. In California, here it's about 99 cents for an avocado, but if you buy them in bulk, you get them a little cheaper. But we'll just go with 99 cents for an avocado. We've got a cup of beans, which is a little more than a half can of beans. Now, I used to be canned beans all the way for the longest time, but I've only recently started cooking them in bulk. And when you buy dry beans and cook them on the stove, the price for those is just stupid cheap. But let's say you don't cook your own beans, let's say you buy canned beans. A can of black beans probably costs you around 70 cents. So we use a little more than half of that, we'll go with 40 cents for the beans. And then all we've got left is the rice, and rice is probably the cheapest thing we've got here. Honestly, a cup of cooked rice, that probably costs, 20 cents? Let's give it 20 cents. So we've got 50 cents for a half avocado, we've got 40 cents for beans, and we've got 20 cents for rice. That is a little over $1 for this thing. That's crazy. That's like cheat codes. And maybe a little pinch of hot sauce, so add in, I don't know, a nickel. You can see in the video that I used a little more than a cup for those things. I added on a little sprinkle of each just to give it a little more mass. But you get the gist of it. It's still super cheap. Now let's talk nutrition with this. What do you get when you eat this? So with this meal, which costs a little over $1, you get 30 grams of protein, about 115 grams of carbs, and about 13 grams of fat. So you get a ton of protein, you get a ton of carbs that'll help fuel your day, fuel your mind, and fuel your spirit to just accomplish what you want to accomplish that day. And you get a little bit of healthy fat as well. That plus a ton of fiber, potassium, iron, calcium, it's all there in this little thing that costs nothing. To think of how much you can get out of this for such little cost, it kind of makes thinking like going to a fast food joint or just some place to pick up a sandwich or whatever for $5, $6 like crazy. This you can do at home, and you saw how fast it took. That took like a minute and a half or something like that. You get all this good stuff and no meat, not even one. Not even one meat. And this is just one of the literal like thousands of examples of easy meals to make that are meatless and good for you. Cutting meat out of your diet can be a really intimidating thing sometimes. So I hope something like this shows you that it's actually not that scary and not that hard. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna chow down on this and then hit up the gym. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Meatless Monday. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.